we missed him like crazy.
But I don't know how much he missed us, you guys, because he was with Mona and Papa Bingham, as you know, hanging out in their big house with their giant yard compared to our little apartment.
What, you don't think our big apartment is good enough?
Check out our home tour if you haven't seen that and you'll get what we're talking about. But no, obviously he had a ton of fun with them. He was in great care. So we are excited to be back with him though. We miss Hawaii.
Oh yes, I wish we were still there.
We had an absolute blast, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our Hawaii vlogs. We had a lot of fun, but we are back in action and we thought what better way to come home than to cook with you guys. Woo! So you guys, this is our second cooking vlog. I did the first one, but there were so many comments that you guys wanted to see this guy in the kitchen with me. So we're gonna attempt to teach him a thing or two, or maybe he'll teach me a thing or two. You never know, this guy's actually full of surprises.
Iron Chef over here.
Yeah.
3 years running.
So, if you guys follow us on Instagram, you will know that we did a little poll on what we should cook. We gave you the option of a chicken dish or a pasta. And it was actually really close. It was like 60-40-ish% pasta up to the chicken. So that's what we're bringing to you today. So you guys, we are gonna be making pasta carbonara. Pasta is Jared's favorite dish.
I absolutely love pasta. It's one of my favorite things to eat. I feel like whenever I have the chance to eat it, I want it.
Yeah, he's always eating pasta. So this is perfect for him. For those of you that have never made pasta carbonara, it's super easy. Basically, think of it as bacon and eggs. Did you know that, Jared? This is basically bacon and eggs.
I like bacon and I like eggs.
Bacon is good for me.
Instead of served over toast for breakfast, we're serving it over pasta and making a yummy sauce with it. So basically
breakfast.
Breakfast for dinner. Guys, for this vlog, I'm gonna be asking Jared to do a lot of it and we're gonna see how well he does. I thought that would be super fun.
I'm gonna own this.
You are gonna own this. So, first step, guys, is we have some bacon right here. We're using this thick cut bacon. We need to fry this up first. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna heat up our stove here. I already had it on kind of a low heat, but we're gonna put it on a medium to high heat. All right, Jared, so tell us what's up first.
So I put in 5 strips of thick cut bacon into the pan.
Yes, we're using a non-stick pan here, you guys. The heat is on like medium high because we wanna get this nice and crispy, right, Jared?
I like crispy bacon.
Yes, and you guys, usually what I'll do is not cook bacon on a stovetop like this. I actually really like to cook it in the oven so it doesn't splatter everywhere on a grill pan. But we want lots of this bacon juice for our sauce, Jared, so that's why we are cooking it this way.
Crispy bacon and bacon juice. I mean, this is gonna be the best meal ever.
It's gonna be so good and we're both gonna smell like bacon, so.
Yes.
If you couldn't see in here, it's kind of smoky like bacon, but that's okay, it smells good. Finn's liking it, huh, Finners?
Yeah.
Okay, so next step, while that is cooking, cutie, what we need to do is fill up this pan with water.
Okay, can do.
Okay, now.
My mom said I was always the best water boy.
Gatorade.
H2O.
Why are you a water boy at a lot of things?
No one can fetch water better than me.
That's for sure. Oh, we're just kidding, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna get our water boiling now. This bacon is actually starting to brown up. So Jared, you wanna grab some tongs and we're gonna turn it. All right, Jared's got his tongs. So let's check one of them. Turn it over. How does it look? Yeah.
Crispy.
Looks crispy, that's just what we want. So we're gonna turn it over and probably cook it another about 2 to 3 minutes. Oh guys, what's better than crackling bacon? I don't really know.
Who's that guy on the Food Network that everyone tries to beat?
Bobby Flay.
Bobby Flay.
Bobby Flay.
Bobby Flay, eat your heart out, buddy. Check out this crispy goodness. It's pretty amazing, I know.
Oh my gosh. Nice. Jared's gonna put the lid on the pot so the water will start to boil faster. Keep the heat in on there. And cutie, I think this bacon is done. So let's get that out. So you don't have too much bacon grease, and to make it crispy is you wanna put it on a paper towel, on a plate, so it can drain.
Okay. First one.
All right, so now, Jared, we need 1/3 of that onion diced up. Okay, and remember my little trick from last time, you guys. Always use your little produce bags as garbage sacks while you're cooking.
All right, you guys, I just did a tag team for Britt to cut some onions a little bit faster than I was.
We want them a little smaller, you guys, because these should be bite-sized. No one wants a big hunk of onion.
Britt, I think you're gonna have to cut those a little bit smaller. You wanna dice them?
Oh.
They wanna be finely grated.
Who else cries when they cut onions? You guys wanna know a trick though? I didn't do this time, but if you cut your onions next to running water, it will actually prevent you from crying. Because what happens is air particles or the oils in the air are drawn to moisture. That's why your eyes that are wet, it makes them tear up. But if there's another wet substance by you, it'll actually go to that instead of your eyes. There's a little trick for you.
Thanks, Bill Nye.
Science rules.
Billy, you want some? You want some, huh? Does it smell so good in here?
You can't have any onions though, buddy.
No, dogs cannot have onions. Sorry, buddy. Will you cut me 2 cloves of garlic? Because I'm not gonna give Jared any instruction on this one. I wanna just see how he does it.
Oh, okay. How do you? I got this, don't tell me.
Jared, have you ever peeled garlic before?
No.
Okay, cool.
Oh my gosh, how much is there? Oh, wait. I got it.
You only need 2 cloves. Okay, so there's 2. I'm gonna tell Jared my trick, but first I wanna see how he cut the first clove of garlic.
Okay.
Yeah, Kitty, how did you know how to do that?
Good network.
Oh, so that's exactly right. Okay, so what you wanna do is actually use your palm with the back of a knife. You need to be careful in doing this, but what you do is you just put your pressure on it so it cracks like that, then you can just peel it off. So you wanna try it now?
Sure, after I loosened it. Oh.
Okay, good job. And you guys, you might notice Jared's hand shake a little bit. We've actually gotten quite a few questions around that, right, Jared?
Yeah, we've gotten a ton.
We've gotten a ton, and a lot of you said, is Jared just super nervous, or why does his hand shake so much?
So my hand shake because when I was 16 or maybe even 17, I was skiing with my friends. I actually love to ski, you guys.
Jared's an amazing skier. He's awesome at it.
I like to think I'm good at skiing.
No, he's really, really good.
But on this particular story, I was not good at skiing. In fact, I stunk. I was skiing with my friends, and I like to do a certain type of skiing called park skiing. It's in the terrain park. And which means I go off jumps and I try tricks. And
whoa, so cool.
What's up, man? You gonna hit that kicker later? Anyway, so I was skiing with my friends, and I went off this jump, and I ended up going way too big, which means I went way too fast.
Show off.
Yeah. I went way too fast.
He couldn't even land it.
I have troubles even getting off the ski lift, so. No. So I ended up going way too big or going way too fast, and I ended up clearing the landing by a long shot.
You should have just gone home.
Yeah, basically. Anyway, so I landed, I hit the ground so hard that my legs instantly gave way, and all the pressure went straight to my wrists, which slammed into the ground. Basically what happened is that my wrists, both of them came down and went like that.
Ooh. So what did it do to your...
It pinched my nerves in both of my wrists, and ever since then my hands have a little bit of a tremor, which you can see right now. They're shaking right now. No, I'm not nervous. I got asked that a lot when I was dating. Or when I was doing sales. I used to do door-to-door sales, and people asked if I was nervous, or if it was my first day on the job, and it was my 5th year.
They probably bought from you because they felt bad for you.
That's probably true.
That was your secret, wasn't it?
Sales, yes. But yes, that is why my hands shake. And they're shaking right now. I can't really control it, but...
You guys are so sweet to be so concerned about it, but that is the story behind Jared's hand shaking. Jared is a pretty awesome skier.
Yeah, you say I'm, pretty amazing, especially back in the day. Kind of like my Uncle Rico days.
How much you want to make a bet I can throw a football over the mountains?
Who here, you guys, knows who Jared is quoting? Drop in the comments below if you know who Uncle Rico is. That is such a funny movie. Let's see if you know what we're talking about. So back to cooking. We are gonna mince this garlic up super fine. Okay, so next step is our water is boiling. So you guys, you always want to put salt in your boiling water before you put it in because this is the only chance you have to actually flavor the pasta itself. So I just throw about a tablespoon of salt in there. We are going to cook the pasta, the best part. So Jared, you are gonna drop that into the water. So this is oh my God. Okay.
I thought it was gonna go straight down. What should be a 20-minute dinner is gonna be more like a 2-hour dinner for Brittany because I am so new to the kitchen.
Oh my gosh. But babe, you're doing great. You guys, I think Jared's doing great, you know?
Yeah.
A for effort. Sometimes people think they have to break a pasta in half, but you actually don't, Jared. It takes about 20 to 30 seconds just to soften, and once that softens, what we'll do is grab that strainer over there, slowly kind of submerge the noodles into the water. Okay, and what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna stir it, Jared, so they don't stick together. That's a common mistake people make, is not stirring it and also not having enough water for your pasta. So you wanna make sure you're using a big pasta pot for this, so your pasta has plenty of room to cook. We're gonna set this timer for 8 minutes, you guys. Just follow the directions with whatever type of pasta you're using. Usually it's about 8 to 10 minutes depending on the pasta, but we're gonna want it al dente. It means it's almost cooked, but there's a slight bite to it, so it's a little chewy. We just drained a little bit of the bacon grease, so there's just probably about a tablespoon in there that we wanna keep. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook the onions, throw those in first, because those need a little longer than the garlic. You don't wanna burn the garlic, because burned garlic does not taste good. We're gonna stir those around and get for probably about 3 minutes.
Probably about three. Today, Junior.
Today, Junior!
This is so much fun cooking with Jared. I like this. I can get used to this. Who thinks Jared should cook more? I do. I mean, we're gonna have to like prep for dinner hours and hours in advance, but. So while the onions are cooking, you guys, we are going to crack some eggs. So Jared, let's see Jared's execution on cracking the egg. Whoa! Okay, so we need 2 more. Okay, now you're gonna pour a ½ cup of heavy whipping cream into the eggs. And then you're gonna whip it in.
All right, whipping it.
Whip it good.
That looks good.
It looks good. So that's the basic sauce. So guys, we are gonna test the pasta. How I like to do it is just by tasting it. That's the best way. Perfect. So you want a little al dente because it's actually gonna finish cooking when we mix in the sauce and with the onions and everything.
I actually have a way that I think it might be a little bit more fun. This is the correct way to test it.
That's a fun way. Ah! Before you drain this, guys, get about a cup of the cooking liquid because we may use that in our sauce later. And what you're gonna do, here, follow me over here. This is super important. You cannot skip this step with pasta carbonara. So this is the eggs. What we're gonna do is we're gonna temper this because if we don't do this step, you guys, to get bring the temperature up to the pasta, it's gonna curdle the eggs and scramble. And then basically you'll have scrambled eggs and bacon. We don't want that for this dish. So you're gonna pour a little bit of this in at a time and you're gonna bring up the temperature slowly. Like so. I'm gonna have Jared do our next part. Just poured the pasta into our onions and garlic that were lightly browned. Now we're gonna pour our sauce onto the noodles. So you're gonna pour that in over the noodles. Oh, you guys, look at that creamy goodness. The stove, you guys, is on a very low heat right now because everything's cooked. What we're doing is we're just bringing the sauce together now. The most important part to this whole thing is the what, Kitty?
Cheese!
Cheese, please. So guys, this is Parmesan cheese that is finely grated. It's about a cup. You can use more if you want. See how that's all coming together, you guys, nice and creamy. We're gonna add that bacon back in. We crumbled it. Okay, next up, we're gonna add in some peas. You can leave these out if you don't like peas, not a big deal. I really like them. I feel like it balances out the salt, and everyone needs a little green vegetable, right? This obviously isn't the lightest dish, so we gotta eat our veggies. So the last step to this, you guys, and one of the most important, fresh ground pepper makes the biggest difference, especially in a dish like this where it adds so much flavor. So it is ready. Woo! Cutie, you did such a good job.
So I got my dish, where's yours?
Oh, you're not gonna share?
Not a chance.
Okay.
Have a good one. All right, baby, just finished. How did I do?
You guys, should we taste this? It looks delicious. Bon appetit.
Is it amazing?
You did awesome. It's so good.
Did I beat Bobby Flay?
You did beat Bobby Flay.
Yeah.
Don't mind me back here. I'm just chowing down on this pasta. It's so good, you guys.
One thing I have to say is that Brittany is an amazing cook and she's an amazing teacher as well. If you guys would like to see more of these videos, definitely let us know in the comments below and what dishes specifically that you'd like us to cook.
I love cooking with Jared. It's a blast in the kitchen. It's so much fun.
Guys, we are so excited to start making more vlogs and do more videos, especially ones on cooking because that means I get to eat more.
I get to cook more. No, this is super fun. You guys comment down below any dishes you want us to make. I think it'd be fun to do like a weekly cooking vlog with Jared and I.
And what by we, she means her.
No.
Just kidding.
No, that's not true. You did great. You guys, and thanks for all the love and support about our Hawaii vacation. We had an absolute blast.
If you guys haven't seen our Hawaii vacation yet, make sure you watch those videos now. I'll put them in the description so you can check them out. It was a ton of fun though.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it for us tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in to our cooking edition of Jared and Britt. We had a ton of fun with you guys.
It was delicious.
Give this video a big thumbs up if you think Jared was an absolute chef in the kitchen.
And be looking forward to our future vlogs, guys, because we are going to Viva Las Vegas, woo!
This weekend, you guys, we are going for my little brother's wedding. If you remember, you met him, Brett, and he's marrying Maddie. We introduced them when I threw Maddie's bridal shower. Check out the video here to see that. But you guys, we're heading down to Vegas. It is gonna be an absolute blast. We'll be there with my whole family, and their wedding is gonna be beautiful. You will not wanna miss it. All right, guys, we're gonna dig into this pasta. Thanks for joining us. Bon appetit, and have a good night. We'll see you next time.
See you guys, love ya.
Bye. So Jared, you are gonna drop that into the water. So this is it. Oh my. Okay.
I thought this was gonna go